Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, the King Attila here, welcoming you all back to a brand new video up on the channel. Today, guys, we're going to be playing Fire Emblem Last Heavenly Throne Part 1, Chapter 3, First Taste of War. The party departs towards the encampment on the border between Corbenic and Heichalot. Bringing with themselves Cethern's younger brother, Macha, they rout an abandoned fortress of bandits harassing a young girl. With an additional notch on their belts, the group continues from Caer Rigor to Caer Rigor. Caer Rigor covers the majority of Corbenic's border with the Principality of Heichalot. Originally a neighbor to Caer Rigor before its rebellion, Caer Rigor normally shares friendship with both Macha and Heichalot. The chills of coming winter and war chip away at this peace, leaving an unsteady and looming dread over the Corbenic camp. I don't know, bro. I don't like all this dread. Yo, is that a custom background? I like that. We finally arrived at the border. Gather your breath for a second. We'll need to introduce ourselves to the commanders as soon as we can. Thank you, Lady Sad. Looks like a lot of soldiers are here. It's not as many as it should be. We had forces in Srughna helping with floods, but getting them back is tricky. It doesn't help that Srughna refuses to be involved in this confrontation. Sounds like a messy situation. I'm glad that all of us are here to help bolster the encampment. But is it normally this cold up here so early? It is. We should get you inside. You'll get used to it soon enough. Fair enough. You must be Lady Sab. And an additional soul. Indeed, I do not believe I've had the pleasure of meeting you. Perhaps not. I'm Chu Rao, the strategist of Caer Rigor's nobles. I assume you intend on fighting on these lines, the both of you. If you would allow us, there are more than just us two. It's always better to have more willing to lay down their lives, especially when one of them's a crown flyer. Have you heard any news of Ife? I was told she flew here from Caer Rigor. Yes, she did. She was sent to ward off potential strike forces, but she's been missing from us for the past day now. No sign of her anywhere. That's unfortunate. I'm sure she'll be alright. I'd like to ask about this young man here, Cethern. Cethern, if you would. Both my brother and I have come from Clownbolg to fight here, Sir Q-Rao, though I'd rather my brother not fight. If there's anything we may do, please tell us. We wish to stop Heichalot. What a passionate boy. Is your brother trained in anything? No, basic knowledge of the sword, but not enough to fight anybody. We've suffered somewhat heavy injuries protecting the border. Tell your brother to head to the tent on the north of the camp. The few healers that we could have could use all the support they could get. As for you two, I'd like the boy to head to Picadabra. There's been a lack of forces to divert to the other parts of the border. You should do fine fortifying the village against attack. That's to the east of here. Being so close to the border, I could see the need. But you didn't mention my name. Quirowie? What about myself? I'll need you to head further east to Caer Rigor, Lady Sad. Lady Rional has failed to offer as much support as he should. I assume that with your orders we may achieve better results. Understood. Will you be fine without my help for now, Cethern? I believe I can manage. I'll inform my brother and prepare to head out. If you require resupply, I may allocate you a small amount of funds for further resources. There could be conflict there. Thank you for the offer, Sir Q-Rao. I will do Corbenic proud. 3,000 gold! We getting bank, boys! Are you sure I can't come with you? Being with the healers sounds boring. It's the safest choice. Just think of it as weapon training. I'm sure I'll be back to check on you eventually. Excuse me? You came in recently, yes? We just came in from the south. Who may you be? My name is Hanlon. I'm one of the few medics here, but I overheard something. Something about the healers? That old guy's forcing me to stay with them. My brother's forcing me to. And you must be heading off to fight. I implore you to take me well. My skills are being wasted living in a nurse's tent. Would it be okay with Sir Q-Rao? He told me of a lack of medics. This boy's joining them. It's a lack of hands, not skill. Please, I'm trained with both staves and horseback. We could use that. As long as Sir Quirowie allows it, absolutely. What? Even the healer gets to join you? That's not fair at all. I thank you for understanding. Let me escort the boy. I will grab my belongings and be ready to leave on the hour. Cethern. Bro, he's trying not to have you get injured. But we also finally get a healer. Picadobra. It feels similar to Clane Bolg. It's a smaller village. We're so close to the border, yet everyone's so calm. Most of the fighting has been kept east of here. These people are spared strife. Are you from Caer Rigor, Hanlon? Your dress and hair are interesting. I am not. I come from the far north of Macha. Macha, how did you get involved in this conflict? From what I've heard, Macha and Heichalot are allies, not enemies. I'm somewhat distrusted because of it, but my duty is to heal, not to fight. Most who don't like me change their mind when I tend to their wounds. Excuse my tongue, but... Your group looks quite stocked up. What business do you have here? We've been sent here from Caer Rigor to help fortify Picadobra against Heichalot. Shows what a sad time it is, but we don't need any protection. We've already got our own guard watching the town as we speak. Your own guard? Where are they? They're holed up and raring to go in the watchtower on the outskirts of town. Don't worry, when the sun comes tomorrow, yous can ride back out east. Are you sure you need no bolstering? Your village is close to Heichalot. We've always been friendly on those with the other side, even with the war. Who's to say that stops now? Come now, rest yourselves up and leave back tomorrow. You must be exhausted. This isn't right. This close to the border could be friendly, but they still have ties. Heichalotians feel quite heavy loyalties to their nations. Let's keep our guards up. Rest may be good for us right now, but Heichalot could strike at any time. Picadobra. Our first victory shall be here. It feels wrong sitting like this. Yet Picadobra doesn't want to fortify. Maybe they're confident enough in their own abilities. Maybe they truly believe themselves immune from any harm. Perhaps. I feel uneasy waiting to just leave back to camp tomorrow. There has to be some way to convince the people here that they need help. They mentioned their own guard. We may wish to talk with them. I'm sure they could convince the villagers of the need for protection. That may be the best for us. We should head out to find the... Stay inside is too dangerous out. There's something going on. Sounds like an interesting time. Shall we go check it? This is no time to be cheerful. Bruss, let's head out front. We should be able to keep out anyone who's come in. Stay inside here till it's safe to go outside. What's happening outside? Nothing to worry about. Raiders have come down, but our guard should be enough. You's group should stay inside. Better to keep you safe to head back in one piece. We came here to help protect Picadobra, not sit around like helpless children. I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need to head past you. I will not. This is Picadobra's business. We're competent enough. Very well, sir. You can block the entrance, but I'll find another way out. I came to help, and I will. Will our guard truly be enough? I saw so many outside. I trust in those two. If we can't stop that boy, they'll benefit from his help too. There's so many Heichalotians, and I can't see anyone who looks like this town's guard. Are we truly to do this alone? We are competent enough. Trust in your own skills. I will. Prepare yourselves. We're to rout these invaders. Still no prep screen. Not an issue though. I think last time I played one of Runa's ROM hacks, we didn't get it until like chapter 4. Chapter 3 or 4 at least. I don't know. But so I did forget to mention, of course, I'm going to be doing every episode of this today, because Runa pretty much told me, yo, this hack is 7 months old, and I've already changed a lot about the first act. I'd prefer if you didn't, and I said I've already started it, and I hate leaving stuff unfinished. Would it be alright if I at least, you know, just did it all in one day, so as to not actually drag it out and garner more attention from it? And Runa's like, yeah, that seems fine. And I don't want to disrespect Runa in the slightest by making this let's play, you know, against Runa's wishes. HP, strength, magic, and res. So of course we're going to be finishing this as quickly as possible, just so that it's out there on my channel, but it's not left unfinished like so many other let's plays. That's just something I felt I should mention really quickly. You right here, we don't have any lands. Oh yeah, we have Cethern. Bress, you can visit this village. Don't tell me. Have the Heichalodians broken through? My body might be strong, but I've got no place fighting alongside yous. Maybe you'd find a better use for this? I know it's good for hunting at least. So we actually have 2 range for Cethern now. I told you, Angus. Look what's happened. Huh? Oh no, there's raiders in the town. That's what I was trying to tell you, you incompetent oaf. Do you ever listen to me? Wait, over there. Are those Corbenic forces? I just asked you. Oh, those are Corbenic. Should we assist them? They seem to have everything handled pretty well. Aren't you supposed to help them? Come on, we're fighting. Dust yourself off and follow my lead, got it? Wait a minute. Ethniu, please wait. They're bringing more forces out. Send out our reserves. We can shock them out of this village and take it. Yo, armor knights have move. Shove and slow burn. We have a lance user now. I was just complaining about how we didn't have a reliable lance user aside from Cethern. Welcome to the armory. We can just buy iron weapons that we don't really need right now. Is there something bothering you? Shouldn't you be focusing on the enemy? You're a magician too, aren't you? Holding that book like that. If you don't have anything else to say, please leave me alone. Maybe you haven't noticed, but we're in the middle of a fight. Oh, I definitely did notice. It's not like I need to focus that hard on it, though. Maybe you haven't noticed my prowess yet? Your prowess? You know what? Sure, just don't get impaled. The town's already being raided. We should blend right in. My pa's still out chopping wood now, but he left his good axe at home. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm too scared to fight. But I don't think he'd be too mad if I gave it to you to shoo them off. Yo, steel axe. To think of how brutal the fighting must be. I pray for your safety. Know that Inga and her divinity watch over your souls as you fight. Take her with you and be ever courageous in the face of danger. Goddess icon, which we can sell for money. Lamech, our forces are being obliterated. What do we do now? There's not many options left. Let's all charge on my signal. The cavalry may have failed, but perhaps we can still shock them. We cannot return to Heichalot empty-handed. Hold up a second there. You're the leader of everyone, right? You could say that, and you must be the guard stationed here? Yes, I am, though it's more accurate to say I live here. The name's Angus. If you've seen the girl in the robes, she's my sis, Ethniu. Good to have you and your sister. My name's Cethern. We came from the encampment east to here in case of this. Huh, alright, the war. Did you not know about it? Are you sure you're... Yep, I am. Perfectly fine. Let's stop talking and start fighting. Surrender or fall before the might of Heichalot's forces. Knight gets the kill. I cannot fall here. The village should have been... There we go. That should be the last of them. Let's do rounds and check on the villagers. Thank Inga. The raiders are gone. I can't find Angus or Ethniu. Could that group of soldiers truly have saved us? You must be the leader of that force from the encampment, right? You saved Picadabra. You saved us from those invaders. It was simply what I had to do, though we cannot stay here forever. If I could recommend something, you will need to build up the fences. We may not be able to provide much more aid in the coming days. You saved us. Perhaps having more than a guard or two may be what keeps us safe. Thank you for understanding. I hope that working together like this can prevent another attack from Heichalot. Exactly, yo. What an exhausting fight. I hope Mike's doing fine. Hey look, it's him, the person who was helping us fight off those raiders. It is him. Did you want to say anything that matters, Angus? Angus, you must both be the guard of the town. I thank you for your assistance earlier. It's what we're supposed to do. We don't do much often though, so some of us stick to napping during their watch. Isn't that right, Angus? Pretend you haven't slacked off during your watch. I'm not the one stationed here. I only do this because you're my brother. If I didn't cover it for you, this town would be ash. Maybe I should leave to help against Heichalot and see how you do alone. I wouldn't be against more help, but it seems like Picadobra could use all the protection it can get. Ethniu, you can't leave me alone. If you're going to leave, I'm coming with you. You shouldn't worry about Picadobra. By the time it can be protected, we can have way more than 2 people watching over everyone. Give us the few days and we'll be ready for anything else. I'll think on it. For now. For now, our priority is your village's safety. Well, maybe I can buy you a drink to convince you, as thanks for helping us out. Angus, if you're gonna be convinced by him, prepare for loss of this. Don't worry, this kind of interaction is all too familiar for me. Caer Rigor. Lady Sad, it's interesting to see you at this hour. To what do I owe this pleasure? Lord Rional, I apologize for the late entry. During times of war, speed is of the essence. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. What is required of me now? It's business from the Caer Rigor border camp. Questions from the tacticians about the amount of support you've given. Lady Sad, I've given as much support as I can. Our already small militia is protecting this side of the border from Heichalot assault. We've given what food we can to your encampment. What else does Caer Rigor ask of us? The path in the Caer Rigor is small and rarely used. Are you certain that no more of your forces can be given? I'm absolutely certain, Lady Sad. Perhaps you may find resolution when the soldiers in Srughna return. Mayhaps we will. The encampment shall be informed of your current perils. Please continue with your aid, Lord of Caer Rigor. Has she left back for Caer Rigor? Indeed she has. I'm terribly sorry to hide you away. No matter. The gravity of the manner calls for it. I assume Heichalot may still count on your assistance? So long as my people are kept unharmed, my lands are yours. I understand that any struggle will be futile. Caer Rigor will be left alone. Your land will join Caer Vedwood in its union under the prince. That is fine. I thank you for your merciful grace in allowing my surrender. I shall return to Caer Vedwood to tell my men the news. If any more forces from the Corbenic bother you, they will deal with us at your borders. I am making the correct call. This is the right decision for Caer Rigor. Okay guys, on that note, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If so, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for Mizzle. As always, I'll see you guys next time.